What goes up must come down. Extreme athlete Felix Baumgartner tried this with his supersonic free fall in the year 2012. Here at the MEDICA Medicine and Sports Conference, we are now talking to Professor Jonathan Clark. He was the medical supervisor for the Red Bull Stratos Project. Professor Clark, what problems does the human body face at a supersonic free fall?
A human going through the supersonic freefall is going to face many dangers. First of all, at high altitude in the 38 to 40 kilometer range, it's extremely cold, there's no air pressure, so if you were exposed to it without a protective suit, your blood would boil and it would cause bubbles to form in your body. And then the other problem you have when you go extremely fast is that the aerodynamic forces on your body can cause you to be injured or killed.
How was Felix Baumgartner prepared for the jump?
He trained for years, and during the last 6 months he was training 3 or 4 hours a day, doing both aerobic and anaerobic fitness training, so weightlifting and cardiac exercises. But he also underwent a lot of psychological conditioning to get his mind in the right state.
And how was he monitored during the jump itself?
Felix wore a physiologic monitoring system called the Equivital. It was an earlier version than is now available, and it measured 40 different parameters, including heart rate and respiratory rate and acceleration forces and electrocardiogram. So a number of physiologic parameters and also physical parameters, what G-force his body was exposed to.
What use does medical science have from an extreme enterprise like this?
Anytime we put an athlete in an environment that's challenging, we learn a lot about what the humans can endure in dangerous situations. But we also test the hardware and the electronic systems. They have to work in this environment too. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to test systems that are used by people on Earth in hospitals and clinics and also in other sporting events.
You are also the Chief Medical Officer of the Inspiration Mars Foundation. What medical problems do you deal with for a long-term space flight?
Well, a mission to Mars, like the Mars flyby mission the Inspiration Mars Foundation is analyzing, would be almost 600 days. And so it would be a very different kind of situation. So we learn a lot from all these types of activities, but the Mars mission would be a real challenge, because you're stuck in a very small space with one other person and everything has to work, and you have nobody there that can say fix something other than yourselves. So a Mars mission would be a real challenge.
Thank you for the interview.